Wisconsin Broadcasters Association Hall of Famer Bob Berry ruled Milwaukee's airwaves in the 60s and 70s. He spoke with countless musicians and celebrities over the years. Bob collected remarkable recordings of these encounters, which he's now sharing with the public. Here's Bob.
You might not remember the name Constance Towers, but you may have seen her alongside John Wayne in The Horse Soldiers, and maybe saw her turning heads in Shock Corridor. And if you're a General Hospital fan, you know that when Helena Cassadine walks into the room, someone's either getting a sinister warning or mysteriously disappearing. Constance also starred on stage in Showboat and The King and I, and she was a recipient of 2 Emmy Award nominations. Towers will discuss what it was like being married to the Ambassador of Mexico, John Gavin.
Constance Towers, who is also the wife of the U.S. Ambassador to Mexico, former actor John Gavin, made her movie debut in Horse Soldier with John Wayne and William Holden, appeared on Broadway with Yul Brynner and The King and I, stars in the television soap opera Capital. And is it tough being an actress and the wife of the U.S. Ambassador to Mexico at the same time, Constance?
Well, not so far. He's been very cooperative with me, which has been a tremendous help. And as long as we both don't compete with one another and just compliment one another, and I stay organized, we're okay. So it just takes a tremendous amount of organization and a lot of energy to do it.
I can imagine. It must take a lot of energy. It's a lot of running around, a lot of travel time, I would imagine.
Yeah, it is. It's a lot of time on airplanes, which is difficult. The flight between Mexico City and Los Angeles is not bad, though. It's 3.5 hours, and I just use that time to answer my fan mail and answer the various correspondence requirements that I have as far as being the ambassador's wife.
What are some of your official duties as the ambassador's wife?
Well, of course, your biggest official duty as the wife of the ambassador is to be his hostess and represent him and the United States at all functions when either he can't go or he has to go, and I do accompany him.
Does John miss show business?
Pardon?
Does John miss acting?
No, he says he doesn't. Isn't that interesting? To have been as successful as he was as an actor, and he doesn't miss it a bit. And he's really looking forward to going on with either his foreign service career or to go into business.
You know, there's been, of course, a lot of problems in Mexico in the last couple of years. Political, economic mood right now in Mexico, how does it stand?
Well, everyone is very hopeful, and everyone has great faith that that it's going to turn out very well. And I think the economy there is turning around.
Are you involved in an awful lot of special dinners and meetings with the president and things like that? Do you get a chance to get into that yourself?
Well, and whenever if the president of Mexico is invited to our residence in an official capacity, or we're invited to an official function in Mexico City, then of course I get involved. When President Reagan has visited Mexico, I haven't been because so far he has not brought Nancy. He has just come to border towns and they've had a quick meeting and then he's gone back. But if Nancy were to come with him, then that would be an official visit, and then that would be tremendously demanding for me and, of course, a lot of fun.
What is next in your acting career?
Well, right now, Capital certainly is the most demanding thing in my acting career. And, in fact, people have asked me, how does it compare to doing a Broadway show? And I want to say that doing a soap opera is the hardest work I've ever done. And so this Capital has been terrific because it allows me to work here sometimes 2 days a week, sometimes 5 days a week. My schedule is flexible enough, and John Conboy is cooperative enough, our executive producer, so that if I do have an official function or something that really demands my presence in Mexico, he's been just wonderful and has allowed me to get out and go. And so my schedule gives me that flexibility, which is terrific.
Where will you spend Christmas?
We're getting our whole family together. All of the logistical problems of getting 4 young people together, our children, and my mother and my husband's mother and father and his sister. We're taking everyone to Mexico, so we're going to have a great big Mexican Christmas.
That should be fun.
Oh, I think so, too. Even the 17-and-a-half-year-old dog is going to go. We're going to have everybody together.
What's the dog's name?
My dog's name is Julie.
What kind of a dog?
She's a little white poodle, and she's 17-and-a-half. She's in great health. I thought that the altitude in Mexico City was going to bother her, and I'm the one who huffs and puffs up the stairs, and she bounces up the stairs, prospers by it. So she's terrific.
That's really something at that age, too.
I know it. And she travels with me. She has always traveled with me since she was a puppy. And I've always taken her with me. She's always been a member of the family. And when I open my suitcases and start to pack, suddenly she goes and gets her toy and puts her toy in the suitcase, which means I want to go too. And so I take her with me, and she's a great traveler.
Any particular Christmas that you remember really stands out?
Well, I think 2 years ago when we took our family down and we had our Christmas morning in Mexico City, and then we put everyone on a plane and took them to Acapulco. And we ended up visiting on Ava Gabor's yacht with her husband and with Merv Griffin. And so on late Christmas Day afternoon, all of us were water skiing with Merv Griffin driving the boat. And then on that evening, when we left the boat in a little tiny dinghy, we had all four of our kids, and Jack and myself, and the dog, and we were sitting out on Acapulco Bay, and Merv and Ava and her husband were all standing on the bridge of his ship, his boat, and we were drifting back to the shore, and we were singing Christmas carols, singing Silent Night, back and forth and harmonizing, and as our boat drifted away from theirs under the Acapulco moon, it was really quite a moment.
Oh, I bet it was. You really make us envious, you know that, because we're up to here in
I
snow.
hope so.
We've got snow up to, you know.
Well, I was in Cleveland yesterday, and I was in Detroit 2 days ago, and in Columbus, and we were right there in the middle of that snowstorm. And I must say that it was terrific, because I was born in Whitefish, Montana, and I was raised in the snow, and I miss it terribly. Yeah. And I really do love it, and Christmas time and snow are synonymous to me.
Well, I'll tell you, around January, February, we'll be happy to send it all to you.
Okay, well, I'll come visit you then, because I love it.
We don't mind it around Christmas. Yeah, of course, there's a lot of nice winter sports, available around here. And if you get into that, and I guess that's what you have to do, really. You might as well, if you can't beat them, you got to join them.
Oh, absolutely. And I think having a quarterly reminder that your year is going by is wonderful.
Yeah.
And also to be up to your kazoo in snow suddenly makes you welcome the first little buds that poke through the ground and come out on the trees, and you welcome spring, and then you're ready for summer. I think it's a wonderful way to spend your life.
Well, I'm real happy that everything is working out well for you, and I thank you very much for talking with us.
Thank you. It's certainly nice to talk to you, too.
Thank you.
And Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas to you.
Okay, thank you.
And same to John.
Oh, I will certainly tell him.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Oh, the weather outside is frightful, but the fire is so delightful. And since we've no place to go, let it snow, let it snow, let it snow.
Bob Berry.
Thank you for listening to Bob Berry's Unearthed Interviews. Be sure to subscribe and rate our podcast wherever you find your podcasts. You can find all our episodes at WisconsinBroadcastersMuseum.org. Check out Bob Berry's book, Rock and Roll Radio Milwaukee. Book sale proceeds support Donate Life Wisconsin. Special thanks to Wisconsin Historical Society and for financial support from WBA Hall of Famer Terry Bond.